Today we're talking about a tuning fork and all the things you do with a tuning fork. A good trainer will always have a tuning fork and a stethoscope in their trainer's kit. The reason for that is a tuning fork, this is a middle C, so it's the one they recommend you use, is really good for looking for fractures. What you do with a tuning fork is you can hit it, you create a vibration, you put it on the fracture site. If that fracture site, the pain of the fracture site increases, chances are it's broken. This is really good for looking for a stress fracture or buccal fracture where the fracture is not completely through the bone. If you get increase in pain, chances are it's broken. The problem with this method is it's not that foolproof, so you can still test this way and still get a false negative. So it may still be broken. It just is not as good as doing that, but it is pretty good. The other way to do it is with long bones, so your fingers or your legs or your toes where there's a complete fracture through the bone. So what we do that is we put the tuning fork on and we put the stethoscope on. So the tuning fork goes on one end of the bone, the stethoscope goes to the other end of the bone. And you hear a hum. And you'll do that for 6 to 8 seconds, and then you compare it to the other side. If there's a diminished sound on the side where you think there's a fracture, chances are 90% chance there's a fracture in that bone. It doesn't tell you where the fracture is. If you want to do that, you can do the other method we try and go along the bone and see where the increase in pain is. And that may tell you where the fracture is. But with this method, there's a 90% chance that there's a fracture in that bone. And it's worthwhile sending them out for an x-ray and bracing it. If this is negative, chances are it's not broken, and there's no need to send them for an x-ray. This is really good for trainers that are out in the field or at the gym, and you're really looking to see if there's something bad has happened, and you need to ship them to the hospital. Here in the office, we use it for people who come in with a badly sprained ankle or badly sprained wrist, or they got kicked playing soccer. We can kind of test it, and we'll see whether it's worthwhile for them to go to the hospital and spend that 6 to 8 hours waiting for an x-ray. To determine whether or not something's broken. This is a good way of determining whether or not something's broken. Gives us an idea of whether or not it's worthwhile doing further imaging. If you have any questions, you can always talk to me on Facebook or jgolesby at goleswellness.com. So always good to have that tuning fork and that stethoscope in your trainer's kit. I'm Dr. Jeff. I've got your back.